Good day, Philippines! Good day, Northern Mindanao! Good day, Misamis Oriental! Welcome to another episode in English 7.
Learn with Teacher Vince.
Hello, grade 7 students! This is your teacher, Teacher Vincent R. Kailing, your partner in learning. Are you excited to learn something new today? That's great! Me too! But first,
Here are some reminders for you to take during the lesson. Be attentive. Take down notes. And on top of it all, have fun.
our episode for today is divided into 2 lessons. Lesson 1 is about identifying direct and reported speech. Lesson 2 is about changing direct speech to a reported speech and vice versa. Communication is a process of transmitting information from a sender to a receiver. It involves one speaker, a message, and a listener. A message will be successfully transmitted if both the speaker and the listener are involved in the process. How? A speaker must be a good speaker. He must talk in such a way that he is clearly understood by the listener. On the other hand, a listener must not ignore what the speaker has said. He must be quick to grasp the ideas without leaving any trace to disrupt the thought of the message.
Brian Tracy expressed that communication is a skill that one can learn. It resembles to learning how to ride a bicycle. If you're willing to work and learn for it, you can quickly improve the nature of all aspects of your life.
After this episode, you should be able to change a direct speech to a reported speech and vice versa appropriately in varied contexts.
Specifically, you should be able to define direct speech and reported speech. Identify the difference between direct and reported speech. Change a direct to a reported speech and vice versa. Familiarize the rules for changing direct speech to reported speech and vice versa.
This episode is made to provide you with fun and meaningful opportunities for you to become a good communicator. You will be guided to process the content of the learning resource while being an active learner.
It's review time!
Before we learn about direct and reported speech, let us have a review of your past lesson. Previously, you learned about communication using correct simple past and past perfect tenses of the verb. For our activity, identify whether the verb in the sentence is in simple past tense or in simple past perfect tense. Are you ready?
Number 1. John told me he bought a new car. Number 2. If she had taken my advice, it wouldn't happen. Number 3. My mother forgot to buy some milk. Number 4. After they had eaten the shell, they began to feel sick. Number 5. He met his wife somewhere in Plaridel.
I think you did great. Nice one, guys. Let's have a short break before we continue with our lesson.
Gusto kong maging guro. Gusto ko maging sundalo. Gusto kong maging nurse. Gusto kong maging doktor. Gusto kong mag-aral.
In a world that is full of uncertainties, one thing is for sure. Children don't stop dreaming. DepEd Miss Orr is poised to be more as it wipes out uncertainties by giving more opportunities through education for all our learners. We are ready to bring excellence as we maximize and optimize our resources in education, and these resources are in our possession: talents, technology, and time. Our teachers, resilient as they are, adapt into the new normal. As repositories of time-tested strategies, they prepared self-learning modules covering the most important learning competencies to deliver relevant lessons in 203 days through physical, virtual, or online modalities. Technology can break barriers, but it can also create barriers. So we make sure that the technology that we use is available in our teaching and learning environment. One strategy on how we optimize the use of technology is through our project modem, or Misamis Oriental Digital Education Mainstreaming. Now, almost 100% of the districts has established the ICT network, which facilitated the delivery of training and other initiatives to now almost 100% of our teachers.
As teachers, we need to make ourselves relevant by adopting techniques that facilitate learning in the new normal.
All these are covered under Elevate. This is to ensure that methodologies used in teaching and learning are varied, learner-centered, and multimodal. DepEd Miss Orr will continue to scale up organizational accountability and responsibility to acquire fresh new perspectives on school leadership through Project SOAR 2.0. All these initiatives are being laid because DepEd Miss Orr believes that education is a non-negotiable basic human right, and since children's safety is paramount in this time of the pandemic, our modalities should work to their advantage.
This COVID-19 crisis is a test of our character. It teaches us resilience and creativity. It sparks our confidence to try and fuels our tenacity to succeed. It ignites within us the desire to excel and to be more.
Today, we will learn about direct speech and reported speech. This episode will help you improve your communication skills that would be of great help in reaching the lives of others. Remember that you are not alone. You need to go along with anybody in the society for you to become part of it. And now, let's test what you already know about the topic. For our next activity, identify the given statements as direct speech or reported speech.
Number 1. I am a Filipino, Daniel said. Number 2. Daniel said that he is a Filipino. Number 3. I haven't seen our grade 7 English teacher, Francesca said. Number 4. Gail said that she liked cookies. Number 5. I am ready to go to school, Tom said. Number 6. It is too early to take a bath, Rupert said. Number 7. Our barangay chairman said that he would give face masks to the youth. Number 8. Students are very eager to go back to school, the school principal said. Number 9. The teacher said that the online class will start immediately. Number 10. You need more rest, the doctor said. The following are the correct answers for pre-test.
Very good! I'm sure that you got all the answers correctly.
Lesson 1. Identifying direct and reported speech.
As a grade 7 student, it is very important to know how to transfer the message to another person. To start, let us discuss first the difference between direct speech and a reported speech. You have here a short dialogue between Teacher Marit and the student named Ben. Please take note of the underlined words.
I take the garbage in the trash can, Ben said. Ben said that he took the garbage in the trash can. I took the garbage in the trash can. Ben said that he had taken the garbage in the trash can.
The underlined words are verbs. Your knowledge of the tense of the verb will be very helpful in our topic, direct and reported speech. You have here another short dialogue between Teacher Marie and the student named Ben. Let's listen and find out what they are talking about.
Our classmate is sick and he is in the hospital, Ben said. Ben said that their classmate was sick and he was in the hospital. We visited our classmate in the hospital, Ben said. Ben said that they had visited their classmate in the hospital.
What positive value is reflected in the conversations between Teacher Marie and Ben? Have you visited your friend, classmate, or anybody who is sick at home or in the hospital? Is it really helpful to be caring to someone who is in need? Being very helpful, kind, caring, loving, or showing concern to our fellow men is a good value. Our ancestors have some values which we should preserve and apply for us to become productive Filipinos. Now, let us analyze Ben and Teacher Marie's conversations. How are the lines of Ben presented? How about Teacher Marie's? What tense of the verb was used in the lines of Ben? How about Teacher Marie's? Which of the characters used direct speech? Which of them used reported speech?
Note that Ben's lines are original lines based on how the speaker mentioned it. They are enclosed with a quotation mark. Those lines are examples of direct speech. A direct speech is a sentence that gives a statement or thought in its original form according to how the original speaker said that. For example, our classmate is sick and he is in the hospital, Ben said. Now, look closely at Teacher Marie's lines. The quotation marks and the comma were omitted. The word that was added. The tense of the verb was changed and also the pronoun. Those lines are examples of reported speech. A reported speech is a sentence that expresses the content of a statement without quoting, just like what is done in direct speech. For example, Ben said that their classmate was sick and he was in the hospital. Activity time!
Identify which sentences are direct speech and which are reported speech. Write your answers on your English notebook.
Number 1. She said she was a nurse. Number 2. I'm a nurse, she said. Number 3. I'm not going, he said. Number 4. She said Tony had done it. Number 5. He said he wasn't going. These are the correct answers for the activity.
Very good! I'm sure that you got all the answers correctly. You have learned the difference between direct speech and reported speech. Now, let us continue to the next part of our lesson.
Lesson 2. Changing direct speech to reported speech and vice versa.
And now, you will learn how to change a direct speech to a reported speech and vice versa. Here is a deeper explanation about it. When changing direct speech to reported speech, the following should be observed.
Number 1. The quotation mark and the comma are no longer used in the reported speech. For example, "Grandmother teaches me how to cook," Sheila said. In reported speech, Sheila said that her grandmother taught her how to cook. Number 2. Follow the format of the introductory words in the reported speech. Noun or pronoun plus the word said. For example, "Grandmother teaches me how to cook," Sheila said. In reported speech, Sheila said that her grandmother taught her how to cook. Number 3. The word "that" is used to introduce the reported statement. For example, "Grandmother teaches me how to cook," Sheila said. In reported speech, Sheila said that her grandmother taught her how to cook. Number 4. The verb form is changed in the direct speech to the reported speech. A. Present tense to past tense. For example, "The child knows the answer," Betty said. In reported speech, Betty said that the child knew the answer. Letter B. Past tense to past perfect tense. For example, "The child knew the answer," Betty said. In reported speech, Betty said that the child had known the answer. Letter C. Present or future modals to past modals. For example, "I can dance," the girl said. In reported speech, the girl said that she could dance. Refer to this table which shows present or future modals in direct speech to past modals in reported speech. Can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should. Number 5. The pronoun also changes. For example, our, their, we, they, you, he, this, that. When changing the reported speech back to its direct speech, follow the following steps. Number 1. Analyze the sentence first. Underline the thought of the sentence. Number 2. Capitalize the letter of the first word of the underlined words. Enclose quotation marks and put comma before the close quotation. Number 3. Change the verb past tense to present tense, past perfect tense to past tense. Change also the modal from past to present or future modal. Number 4. After doing all the steps, add noun or pronoun plus the word said, then put a period. Activity time!
Analyze the given sentences. Change the direct speech to reported speech. For example, "I can see the ship in the harbor," she said. The answer, she said that she could see the ship in the harbor.
Number 1. Ben said, "I brought 5 apples." Number 2. Lito replied, "My family accepted the apples." Number 3. "I like to eat rice," Oscar's son said. Number 4. "He goes to church," Cesar stated. Number 5. Jay's friend reported, 5 men helped carry the sacks of rice.
Now, write the reported speech to its direct speech. For example, She said she could see the ship in the harbor. The answer? I can see the ship in the harbor, she said.
Number 1. His son pointed out that he was happy when his classmates visited him. Number 2. The father of Jose said that Jose's friends were good. Number 3. Jose stated that the team was ready to play. Number 4. The children mentioned that they had played in the farm. Number 5. Jessa said that she fed her pet.
Now, let's sum up and reflect on what we have learned today.
A direct speech is a sentence that gives a statement or thought in its original form according to how the original speaker said it. And a reported speech is a sentence that expresses the content of a statement without quoting, just like what is done in direct speech.
Let me ask you, why is there a need for us to accurately state or change the direct speech to the reported speech pattern?
The answer? So that the thought from the direct speech will not be distorted or twisted, that will not lead to miscommunication due to change of thought or ideas. Learning direct and reported speech is timely because of the common distorted information or some fake news that we can read from the different social media platforms nowadays. This allows us to learn how to correctly and accurately change the direct speech or the quoted statement to the reported speech. This reminds us that we need to give accurate information based from what is actually the real statement's thought of the speaker.
If we will mistakenly change his thought, a big tendency that miscommunication will occur because of misinterpretation. Now, let's test what you learned from today's episode by changing the following direct speech into reported speech and vice versa.
Number 1. I'm a nurse, she said. Number 2. I'm not going, he said. Number 3. Tony did it, he said. Number 4. I ate the pie, Alvar said. Number 5. I am here in the church, Girlie said. Number 6. She said that she had read it. Number 7. He said that he had bought a car. Number 8. She said that she liked ice cream. Number 9. He said that he had taken English lessons. Number 10. He said that he could swim. These sentences are found in the assessment part of your English 7 modules.
I'll give you 5 minutes to answer this activity. Time is up. Keep your answers. You will submit that to your teacher for checking. I am sure it was easy for you. Great job, grade 7 learners! We will learn more about English 7, so stay tuned for the next episodes. Remember, please read your modules in advance so you will be ready for the next lessons. When in doubt or if you need assistance, you can always ask help from your parents, siblings, friends, or even your teachers. Your teachers will always be ready to help you out. This has been a fun learning episode. This is your partner in learning, Teacher Vin, saying, knowledge is power. Keep safe.
Learn with Teacher Vince.